So, this just happened a few days ago. For some background on me, I grew up in a religious household. My family believe in the supernatural, spirits, angels, God, and the devil, etc. My parents have told me stories, and I have my own stories with dealing with the supernatural growing up. I could see things when I was young, and as I grew up, every now and then I would see some stuff in the house. I also have stories of sleep paralysis and astral projecting, and lucid dreaming. This past Christmas, my fiance bought me a huge panda bear that was almost as tall as me. I loved it and slept with it in my bed. After we got married and I moved into his apartment, well, there wasn't much room for the panda, so we placed it in the storage closet. Now, what happened last Thursday is something that has not happened to me in over a decade. After moving in, I kept feeling weird when sleeping in my bedroom, especially when I was by myself. I always got that strong urge and sensation that something or someone was watching me. I just brushed it off and figured the feeling was from being in a new place. But on this particular night, when I started dreaming, my husband woke me up out of the blue and said I was shaking as if I was having a seizure. He was just about to call 911, but I woke up and sat up and gasped. I saw a white hooded figure standing over him on the right side of the bed, just staring at us. My heart started beating out of control, like it might burst out of my chest. It's been a long time since I've seen an entity. My husband asked what was wrong, and I said, "There's something looking at us." He turns to look in front of our bed, where the TV stand is, and he sees it sitting on the table. Immediately, he grabbed me and we began to pray, to try and cast out whatever spirit it was. It went away. Neither one of us could sleep the rest of the night. We stayed up discussing what he saw and what I saw. While what I saw was a white hooded figure, his was a black hooded figure, crouching on the table. The next morning, he says to me, "Do you think the panda had something to do with it? Because I got an eerie feeling when I walked past it." I tell him I feel the same way whenever I look at it too. Even our dogs start barking at it, and even try to attack it. We contemplated the whole day on whether or not we should throw it out. So the following day, he goes to work, and I'm alone with the dogs. I decided to cleanse the house using anointing oil my parents gave me and pray. Every time I walked past the closet with the panda, my whole body would get cold and I would have shivers and goosebumps all over. I called my husband and told him what happened, and when he came home, we decided to throw it out. It does feel a little bit better in the apartment, but my parents are supposed to be coming this weekend to do more praying and cleansing. Hopefully that will get rid of whatever spirits were left. Update. My dad came over and prayed, and things were much better after that. So for almost 2 weeks, things have been pretty calm. Our upstairs neighbor is a strange woman who never leaves her house and hardly sleeps. I can hear her around 1 a.m. moving stuff and walking around, and this happens every single night. I even hear her talking to someone, but I'm pretty sure she lives alone. I always get weird vibes from her. So, when my husband first moved in, she gave us some groceries. Fast forward to a few days ago, and she gives us a chew toy and some snacks for our dogs. Shortly afterwards, that feeling of being watched returns. Last night, I had just dozed off when I felt the bed start shaking. I look over and my husband is convulsing, just like I was in the previous incident. I look over by our closet bedroom door, and this humanoid creature is crawling on the ceiling, trying to hide in the darkness of the corner. It was hard to make out, but I know it was a grayish dark color and had some type of small horns. I didn't know what to do at this point. I'm not as spiritually strong as my parents, so just praying wouldn't be good enough. I turned on a song called Jesus, 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 and put it on low on repeat, and I was able to fall back asleep. I've long thought it had something to do with whatever my neighbor is into. Usually, the same time that she wakes up early in the morning is when I start getting that eerie feeling of being watched. Something I also noticed between these two incidences is I always lucid dream, meaning that I know that I'm dreaming and can manipulate my dreams, and even sometimes drag them out longer when I want to. I've been doing this since I was a child. I also always remember my dreams when I wake up. But during these two occurrences, I couldn't lucid dream, and I believed what was going on was actually reality. Plus, after waking up, I couldn't remember what happened in them. It felt as if whatever that spirit was implanting those dreams in my head. I'm definitely going to throw out that dog toy and have both my parents come back and pray and do another cleansing with the oil. I really hope that it helps.